Yo, what is up? Welcome back to Curious Got Game. Hope y'all are doing well. And as the title suggests in the video, I got fired on my day off. Now, I'm not here to bash the company that fired me. But long story short, I was a janitor at a mall. And, like I have two other jobs. So this isn't, like a bad thing, like for me at least, because I really didn't care about the job. But I'm just here, to put my little 2 cents in. This is sort of a rant because they got me all the way messed up. So basically, right, this at this job you do not have no days off unless somebody works a double for you, which more than likely will not happen. Um, they do not treat their employees fairly or nothing like that. I remember when I first got paid, all my hours weren't there, and like a few other things were messing up. And I didn't even like. I remember one time it took 3 weeks to get one of my checks, which should not have happened. So basically, I was at that job like I think for like a month or so, and this really started like I really started noticing some stuff that was going on like after my homie got hired. Like the people that I would see there on a day-to-day basis, they started acting different. What I'm saying? They started avoiding me and stuff like that, but I didn't trip about it. I was like, whatever. So at this, so basically, I ended up quitting at one point because like I was not getting no days off, and my pay was not right. The hours weren't adding up, the pay weren't adding up. And like I said before, it took 3 weeks to get one of my checks, which should not have happened. And another thing is when I ended up like my homie started working there, and they had him working doubles like 6 or 7 days a week, which is really messed up because like he was really the only one there. And I told him before he what I'm saying, before he was interested in coming there, I was like, listen bro, the job comes with a lot of BS, just be aware of that when you come here. And he started to see what was going on, and basically like when I came back, I could tell people didn't like me. And a big reason I know that is because whenever I would clean the food court, people like I don't know like who it was, but basically like at night, like after I left and got done cleaning everything, like I believe somebody came in and trashed the food court, and then they blamed me for it. Now the first time that happened, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll take the blame for it. But then I remember I came in the next day, I cleaned the food court like the day before, swept and mopped and all that. I came in the next day and there was a pile of rice on the floor. And the shit that threw me off about it was that it was uncooked rice, like like rice like straight out of the bag. And I could just tell somebody was setting me up, but I was like, whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. And this ended up happening on multiple times, which really pissed me off because I'm just like, bro, like who like, yeah, like if y'all don't want me here, just say that. But they kept me for a little while after that. And I really started noticing, I really knew something was up when the property manager, he would take my homie who was working there with me, he would take him, pull him to the side, and he would say stuff, and like he would talk to him and basically be like, yo, XYZ. Like I never heard anything they said, but I believe that he was like, they was getting ready to let me go. And long story short, man, like I knew I was out of there when this one guy came in, and he was like, "Yo, I'm here to drop off application," and I'm like, "Okay, like they found somebody already." Mind you, this job is for real on some BS. You barely get days off. You don't get the pay isn't worth it. We were getting paid $8.50 an hour, and they wanted us to be on our feet all day for that much. I'm like, I told them, I'm like, I'm not about to be on my feet for $8.50 an hour all day. So I guess they found somebody who did. And long story short, um, somebody had set me up again because I remember like I pulled a double one day, and I was cleaning the food court. I swept and mopped, And the next day they was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? They hit me up and they was like, listen, bro, they keep saying the food court isn't clean and this, and this. And, you know, my homie who was working with me, he even told me that the food court, you know, was clean. So I don't know who is messing up that food court that much and blaming me for it. But I basically told them, F it, screw all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not about to take the blame for this one. And long story short, the hiring manager called me. He was like, listen, bro, you know what I'm saying? I got to let you go because of XYZ. And I'm just like, listen, dog, I don't know who lying, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's not what happened. I did my job. And you know what I'm saying? You know, like I did my damn job. So I don't know why the hell they were saying this, and this. And you know, it was just a bunch of BS. I'm sorry, I'm sorry that this video is kind of like all over the place. Like I'm still a little mad about the situation because you know it was really BS because you know the whole no days off thing was complete BS because I ended up finding a schedule multiple schedules actually of previous janitors who worked there and they had days off. And you know, my main supervisor, she, you know what I'm saying, she ended up having days off. So I'm like, why the fuck we can't? But you know, it is what it is. You know, it's life. I have 2 other jobs, so I'm not really worried about it. The moral of me, you know, talking to y'all, which I know, you know, like my thoughts have been all over the place because like I'm still kind of mad. But the moral of the story is, yo, watch your back. You know, there's always somebody plotting against you, and you know, you never know who it is. It might even be somebody close to you. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just telling it how it is. You know, shit. I'm just being real with y'all. So, with that being said, expect more videos coming soon. You know, I got some stuff in the works. I actually got a few story times and stuff like that. So, I appreciate y'all watching. You know, y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. Peace.